Well, 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 if you haven't heard, you're going to hear today. As it has already been said, even before any of the people started asking Joe Biden to step down in the Democratic Party, and I guess as well as members of the Republican Party as well. I don't know if y'all remember, or if you ran across this video once again. See, one thing y'all have to realize, there are prophets and prophetess still in the earth. They didn't just stop with people started writing what's called the Bible, which wasn't called the Bible. It was called the Scriptures. So anyway, with all that being said, I got a video too that I want to share with y'all today. This was prophesied, not what's the word the world used? The world used the word predicted. See, when it comes to the kingdom of heaven, there is no predictions. See, the Father has prophets and prophetess in the earth. You think he just left us alone? Just because Yahushua went to the Father, that doesn't mean that we are alone. He said, I will send one, right? They'll keep you. He's the keeper, the Ruach HaKodesh, or as some call it, the Holy Spirit. So let me tell you something. You think, once again, the Most High didn't stop leading his people. Y'all check this video out.
Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the political intrigues that will take place in the government of the U.S. And so I received this word on November 29th, and I will simply call this word a coup in America. There will be a coup in the United States, an illegal transfer of power, an insurrection from within. And after that, Joe Biden will be out of the government and Kamala Harris will be in charge. So this prophecy is not new in that it is reflected in multiple prophecies on the blog concerning the pairing of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I think there is the brick breaker game. There is a broken rule of law. Please note these prophecies so that you can go and look at them for yourself. It's always good to read. As you read, you will absorb. As you absorb, you will understand. As you understand, you will be moved to pray. Brick breaker game. In that prophecy, I saw Kamala Harris standing up as huge as Godzilla. The Lord was showing her, I guess, here in New York City, or it might be in Washington, D.C. I can't know that. All I know is that I saw a skyline, and I saw this woman as huge as Godzilla, and she had a mallet, which is a very big hammer with blunt ends made of wood. She had a mallet in her hands, and she was swinging indiscriminately between the buildings, and she smashed up all the buildings of this country. She smashed them up. It looked just like Super Mario Brothers or a video game. Every time she connected with the building exploded like toy bricks and fell down, and she was laughing and laughing as she did this. And then there is the prophecy, a cockatrice will pursue them, and in that prophecy, I think the Lord said that America will be taken by surprise. She will suffer an internal coup. So what we know of coups is we're used to seeing people in balaclavas and holding automatic weapons, running up on the place where the president lives and taking control of his home and taking control of the radio stations and taking control of the main transport lines and taking control of, the TV stations, and then coming out and saying, this is your new government, there's a coup, the president is dead, we killed him, and this and that. And that is how stylized coups happen. But here in America, especially because this is 21st century, and this is one of the most modern nations in the world, we have to understand that the people who are behind this would not be so uncouth as to run up in public with guns and start saying, we're taking over the Capitol. No, this coup has been prepared for more than 50 years, more than 60 years. In redacted information revealed, there is a particular president who lost his life for daring to speak out against the architects of this coup. The NW, you know what, we'll call it the NOW, and you simply move that around for understanding. He spoke out against them, and he was quickly taken care of. The Lord actually revealed the two people who were involved in his death. If you read the prophecy, redacted information revealed, you will find out the host of things that happen here in the United States while people go to work and while people pick up their children from school. And so Kamala Harris will be president of this country without any form of election going on. Joe Biden will be removed. At first, when the Lord gave me this prophecy in 2020, he simply said that Mr. Biden would succumb to illness, or that they would use illness as the vehicle by which to remove him. And so this is what I wrote, because that was the revelation that the Lord gave me at that time. But as time began to go on, God bringing me ever deeper into his counsel, I began to get this horrible feeling of death around this man. There are times
In this hour with major breaking news. President Joe Biden has just announced that he is dropping out of the 2024 presidential race. In a stunning letter that was just released moments ago by his campaign on X, formerly known as Twitter, Biden wrote, quote, that it has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president, and while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term. He goes on to say that he will speak to the nation later this week in more detail about his decision.
Now, family, that was prophesied back in 2021. Thus far, she's been dead on the money. But glory be unto the Most High. See, she don't do these things on her own. No man can speak a word, a true word, except he or she been sent by the Most High to speak these things. Just as the prophets of old, there are prophets in the land today. Everyone is sleeping. But as it says, just as it was in the day of Noah, so shall it be in the coming of the days of the Son of Man. Zion out. Bless up.